Alright, last time I took a video, it was the 5th of May. Today is the 17th. And our watermelons are getting bigger. And the cucumbers are getting a lot bigger. The zucchini is way bigger. And I've managed to plant some more stuff. I have some spinach coming up there. And I think I labeled my plants wrong last time. So these are my Swiss chard, and they're getting big. That is mustard greens. Turnip greens. That is collard greens. Something's deciding to eat it a little bit. This is bok choy, so that's all getting bigger. And randomly when I cut green onions, if you can see, I just poked the little roots in the ground and they grow on their own, and they're good to keep the bugs away. I got this cute little wind chime the other day that is solar powered and lights up. That's a Hoya plant. They're very hard to grow, and they really make neat flowers when they finally decide to flower. Over here to my volunteer, I have tomatoes down here. If you can see, there's a hole. Maybe you can or can't see it down there. There's an armadillo that lives down there, and he likes to rummage through my garden. That's why it kind of looks crazy. But there's a couple of sunflowers there. I still have a few more plants to grow. I got thyme there and rosemary there. Those are just some random butterfly plants. That's an Easter lily. I still have some herbs and whatnots in here to plant. I have my rue. And from the 5th till today, these are my sunflowers. They're getting so much bigger. Some of them are a little bit smaller, but look how much bigger they've gotten. Those are giant sunflowers, so they're going to get ginormous. My hydrangea I don't know what happened to it. It just became unhappy, so I moved it, and I don't know if it'll work or not. Those are green beans, and if you look, we actually have green beans growing. Hey! Some random volunteer tomato plants. Those are my snow peas, and they're starting to attach, as you can maybe see right here. They're attaching themselves to the thing because that's what they do, because they're a vine. And then I've got my butterfly bushes, more of them, because when I get monarch caterpillars, they will eat every last leaf off of them. This is some struggling dill that I planted. Dill weed. But I did plant some more. There was fennel right here, but it didn't do so well, so I just put more seeds out there. This guy's finally doing better. This is a giant milkweed, and it's native to Florida. And then I've got my pepper plants. They're doing really good, if you can see. Oh, and look at the little random flower that just is out of nowhere, came out of nowhere. We'll leave him, even though it's a weed. There's some more sunflowers back there. I have tomato plants here that are, as you can see from before, are a lot bigger. I'm still not sure what they are. I think they are Roma tomatoes, because they're volunteers. These are tomatillos. You make the green salsa you get at the Spanish restaurants with those. And then you've got the blueberry bushes. And they've done a lot better since I've moved them. And then we've got that whatever it is plant. I didn't know what it was before. We actually have more sunflowers. This thing, I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's getting flowers on it, so it's going to flower soon. And then I've got some bulbs back there. Some more sunflowers. This is Mexican heather. and it grows very hardy and it likes the heat. And it attracts a lot of bees and pollinators. In between them are zinnias, and there is a complete mixture of wildflowers that we're still not quite sure. I'm not sure what's going to show up out of them. And then I moved one of my parsley plants over here, but I got a happy little guy that happens to be hanging out in them. Where is he? There he is. A little ladybug. Those are good for the garden. They eat the aphids that eat my plants. The random mustard greens that aren't looking so great. And I don't know where this guy came from, but it's just a random green onion. I don't know. Another volunteer. And we've got this big old Italian parsley. And my butterfly bushes. Down in my butterfly bushes, somehow, this little plant right here, that is called culantro. It's just like cilantro, but a lot more stronger. You'll usually find it in Asian restaurants where you eat pho soup. It's very good in that and other things. So some more